Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. And welcome to episode 2 of our Goa trip, which is all about the forts of Goa. We'll be visiting 3 famous forts, starting with Fort Aguada, followed by the famous Dil Chahta Hai Chapora fort, and finally the Reis Magos fort. However, as the day started, we quickly realized the mistake we had made. This is the second day of exploring Goa, and we realized we made a big mistake. We got up very early.
This is Goa.
And now we see that every fort or every lighthouse opens at 9:30 or 10 a.m. We're here at 8:30. Once the sun comes up, everything is hot, you're sweating like crazy. And the location just doesn't look as epic as it could be at either sunrise or sunset. But being there early meant that the place was not crowded. Things you should know before entering the fort are that drones are not allowed to be flown here. Even tripods are not allowed because the fort is protected by the Archaeological Survey of India, as it is a monument of national importance in Goa. The Aguada Fort is a 17th century Portuguese fort built on Sequarium Beach in Goa overlooking the Arabian Sea. It was constructed to guard against the Dutch. The freshwater spring within the fort provided water supply to the ships that used to stop by, thus giving its name Aguada, meaning watery in Portuguese language. The amazing lighthouse was built in 1864 and is the oldest of its kind in the whole of Asia. It emitted light once every 7 minutes, but was later updated to emit light every 30 seconds. However, it was abandoned in 1976 once the new lighthouse was constructed. Now that we know the facts, let's just take a moment to witness this amazing location complemented by the equally amazing cloud formation. So we're done with Aguada Fort. The location was amazing, the viewpoint was spectacular, and guess what? It's 100 rupees for roadside parking. Ticket rate is fine, 25 rupees per head. But 100 rupees for roadside parking, public roads. But I would still recommend, I would still pay 100 or 200 rupees parking price or even 50 or 100 rupees entry fee if they would just open the location at 6 a.m. Let's keep my rant aside for the moment and head to the next location, which is the Chapora Fort. But before that, let me tell you about our accommodation in Goa. We stayed at the MENNY floor guest house and the place was perfect for us. Everything was clean and ready when we reached Goa, and the room was well equipped with fans as well as air conditioning, a mini fridge, Wi-Fi and a kitchen. We were able to cook 2 out of the 3 meals of each day thanks to the kitchen. Take a 2-minute walk behind the guest house and you are at the calmest part of Kalangut beach, experiencing beautiful sunsets. The MENNY floor guest house made our first visit to Goa very much comfortable, and did I mention they also have a dog? Who doesn't love a cute dog at their guest house? I highly recommend this place for youngsters as well as families. The contact details for the guest house is provided in the description below as well as in the pinned comment. definitely consider many floor guest house for your accommodation on Goa trip. Now let's get back to the forts. This route that we are taking looks like it is from the movie DEAR ZINDAGI. However, this is the parallel route to the one in the movie, but equally beautiful with the palm trees. We are at Chapora Fort now. It is turning out that parking charge is 100 rupees everywhere. If you are willing to park your car at a certain distance from the location, and if you're willing to walk, honestly you'll save yourself a ton of money here. Because even after paying 100 rupees, it's not parking in a shade, it's just open space parking. What's the point? The Chapora fort was built in 1717 AD during the tenure of Count of Reis, the then Portuguese Viceroy of Goa. It was meant for the defense of Portuguese territories and also served the purpose of control over trading activities. It is believed that prior to the arrival of the Portuguese, the area was well known for shipping activities. But we know this fort from the beloved Hindi movie Dil Chahta Hai. It is what attracts tourists here. I believe this will make for a fantastic sunset location because that side is the west. So sunset should be amazing here, and even for a time lapse. So Chapora Fort visit is done. These locations are fantastic for sunrise or sunset, but they open at 10 and close at 5. I mean, how are you supposed to experience sunrise and sunset if you work in those timelines? That's the issue with being a sober person in Goa. You wake up before everyone and sleep before everyone else. And now on to the final location of the day, the Reis Magos Fort. The fort, located on the north bank of Mandovi River, was constructed in 1551 by the Portuguese. It was expanded twice and took its final form in 1707. Built primarily to guard the narrowest point at the mouth of Mandovi estuary, it proved quite useful in the 18th century wars against Maratha rulers. The fort has been open to the public since June of 2012. However, in 2007, the government of Goa signed a tripartite agreement with the Intac and Helen Hamlin Trust for the restoration of the fort and its use as a cultural center. The one standout feature of this fort that I did not see in Aguada or Chapora are the cannons. Okay, so we visited 3 forts today. Aguada. Innond yavdu? Okay, so we visited 3 locations today. Aguada, Chapora and Reis Magos fort. And out of the 3, I think we liked Aguada and Reis Magos. Because Chapora was more of a viewpoint and this is like a proper fort with cannons, as you have seen. And the beach and the view and the weather today is amazing. So that concludes episode 2 of the Goa trip covering the fantastic forts. Let me know in the comment section about which was your favorite fort of the 3. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon because in the next episode, we'll be exploring the churches of Goa, the Panjim ferry ride and taking a look at the Goa cruise ships.